Hey everyone, welcome along to your little yoga sesh. So I'm going to be preparing you for, I'm just looking at the camera and it's very sideways, so I'm going to try to fix it. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to be preparing you for Jack's lower body session. So let's get started just on your knees. That looks a little bit. Okay, so once you come on your knees, just sit back and bring your right foot forward. And then we'll bring your hips on the inside of your left heel. So then when you look down, on the outside of your left hip is your left heel. And with the right foot on the floor, your hips might be here. You might not be able to get them all the way down, but that's all good. So we're going to be working with a little bit of movement in the pelvis to accentuate the stretching through the left thigh and hip flexor. So as you inhale, press down into your right foot and your left top of your foot and lift your hips. And then tuck your tailbone under, bring your chin onto your chest. Yep, squeeze your left glute at the top. And then to any amount, you're going to sit your hips back down towards the floor. Again, they might not come all the way there, but we're going to try to get them down. Okay, 3 more. Inhale, pressing into your right sole of the foot, left top of the foot, tuck under, squeeze. And then exhale and lowering down just to the point that feels right for your body, your quads, and your hip flexor. We'll do 1 more. Big breath in. Pressing down, squeezing the glute at the top, and then exhaling and lowering down. And then we're just going to stay here for about 3 breaths. And if you do have your left hip on the floor, you might notice that your pelvis has kind of come out of alignment. So we want to think about pulling your left hip back and moving your right bum cheek forward so that the pelvis levels. And what will happen is that when you do that, you usually feel a much stronger stretch. If your knee is lifting off the floor, really angle it down to the mat. Also could be an indicator you're a little bit too low in your pelvis. Okay, so final breath in. Good, and that's a big breath out. All right, walking your hands forward. And as you inhale, let's step the left foot back. We'll bring the left knee down to the floor and take the right foot out 45 degrees. We're rolling to the outer edge of the right foot. You'll take your right hand onto your right inner knee. Okay? Take a breath in and open the chest. This will be a 2-part movement. As you exhale, press onto your right leg and have a look over your left shoulder. So you should feel that in your outer right hip. Okay? Inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, press away with the knee, have a look over left shoulder. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, press and hold. 3. So what I want you to do here is squeeze your knee back into your hand. So really squeeze, add some engagement, push your right heel into the floor. That's an inhale breath. And then press with your right hand. So this is a contract release, bit of PNF to find more space. So inhale, squeeze, add resistance with your hand, big breath in. And exhale, pressing out. Last one, squeeze. And release. Nice deep stretch. Now, you're more than welcome to stay here with your hands on the floor. This is called lizard pose. If it feels comfortable for you to bend your back knee, place your left hand down, reach back with your right hand, and grab a hold of the outer edge of that back foot. And we'll kick back. Allow your left ear to hang down. Right palm turns up to the ceiling. We're bowing the chest forward and leaning back. And we're just holding there for 3. So same thing, we want to add tension. So squeeze your glute and try to press your left hip towards the floor as you kick back. Final breath in. And then exhale, placing your hands down. We'll step the right foot back to meet your left, finding downward facing dog. So just a little pedal of your feet here. Rising up onto the toes, just awakening through the soles of the feet, the calves, and the hamstrings. All right, and then we'll come back onto all 4s, and we'll step the left foot forward. And in this position, we'll slide your hips down on the inside of your right heel. So getting into the left hip flexor, left quad. So as you inhale, press down, and we'll lift the hips. And just notice what it feels like to really tuck your tailbone under. You're moving the back of the pelvis towards the back of your right knee. And then press the top of the right foot into the floor and slowly sit your hips back down towards the mat. Okay, so the 2 more. Inhale, lift, tuck, keep the right glute engaged as you sit down. And then last one, inhale, push into the left heel, breath in, tuck and squeeze. And then exhale and slowly lower down. So this time we hold, and then we're just going to refine that movement. So we pull the left hip forward and the right hip back towards you. So we find that squaring action. We'll notice if the right knee has splayed out to the side, and I want you to draw it right back straight in front of the hip, and then angle the kneecap towards the floor and feel this line of stretch from the right hip all the way down to your knee. And if you'd like to take this a little bit further, you might slide your hands further back behind you. Keep hugging the midline with the legs. So we squeeze both legs in towards center. Big breath, like your breath is sliding all the way down the right quad and towards the knee. Final breath out. Very good. Let's walk your hands forward. And then take your right foot back, nice long low lunge position. Right knee comes to the floor. I like to keep my right toes tucked. This left foot is wide, so it starts already on the outside of your hands, and then we'll turn the foot out 45 degrees and also roll towards the outer side so that you can see the sole of the foot. There, left hand comes to the left inner thigh. So 2-part movement. The first is like a back bend. So think cow pose. We open the chest. And then exhale, press the left hand into the left thigh and have a look over your right shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale, press. Have a look back. Inhale. Opening. And then last one here, we're going to hold. So you're pressing your left hand into your left knee, and then I want you to squeeze your knee into your hand. Add tension there. Squeeze the inner thigh. Push the heel to the floor. The glutes are on. And then as you exhale, a little bit more pressure with the left hand, pressing knee out. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, press. Last one. Inhale, squeeze. The more you squeeze, the deeper the release will be. So lots of engagement here. And then final breath out. 2 options. If your knee's happier with both hands on the floor, stay like that. Otherwise, right knee bending, left hand reaches back, and we grab a hold of the pinky toe side of your foot. So let's spend a couple breaths here. I want you to kick the left knee wide. The chest bows open. We squeeze the right glute, right hip moves to the mat as you kick back and open the chest. Let's be here for 3. Think both inner arms opening. So you're in external rotation. The shoulder blades are hugging together behind your chest. Final breath out. You might release your right ear down. This is a really nice neural stretch for your left side of your neck and your left inner arm. You might be enjoying that. Final breath here. Deep breath out. All right, back leg comes along. We'll tuck the right toes under. Let's just push into your hands. Step left foot back to meet your right. Pressing chest back to thighs. As you inhale, lift your right leg to the ceiling. Find a big breath in. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Keep it high. Traverse as high as you can. Think like dog peeing on fire hydrant high. Knee out to the side. Yep. And then inhale, stretch all the way back. Exhale, knee to the side. Open up. Knee touching right shoulder. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, knee touching right shoulder. Hold for 3. Shoulders over wrist. Lift that right leg up for 2. Keep your right foot flexing. Cross the body, right foot to left knee. Walk your hands back towards your left foot and bend your left knee. So we're in this figure 4 position. Now, you could meet here with your hands together at the center of the chest. Level 2, let's grab a hold of your hips and pull your hips back. It's like you're sitting your chest down onto your thigh. And level 3, if you're moving on, let's reach your arms forward. It's a pretty strong shape here. Let's move your bum back and reach and extend fingers towards the front of the room. Final exhale there. Place your hands back down to the floor. Right foot comes to meet your mat, and then we'll press your chest back to the thighs. Just other side here. Left leg reaches up, big breath in. Rise up onto the right toes. Keep it high. Left knee, left shoulder. So we're activating through the outer glutes. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, left knee. Keep it high, left shoulder. Last little bit here. We take it back. Nice high traverse. Left knee, left shoulder, pause, shoulders over wrist, push the floor away, hold there for a final exhale. Then we flex the foot, place your left foot on top of right knee, and walk your hands back. Right knee bends, level 1, let's bring your hands together to touch at your chest. 2, you're pulling your hips apart, and then hips towards the back of the mat. Level 3, you're sitting down into like a little mini chair and reaching your arms forward. So think flat back position, chest to thigh. Hold there for 3, reach forward. Sitting low, 2, hands to the floor, walking forward. This time left knee to chest. We'll end with a little side plank. Left foot on top of right. Side plank pose, left arm comes up and overhead. Modifiers, you're bringing the right knee down. If you're up leveling, lift the left leg. Ooh, it's a bit slippery. Lift the left leg off of your right and hold for 3. For 2. And we'll come on to the other side. So left hand down, left foot, left knee can come down if you're modifying. Otherwise, right arm up overhead, up levelers, right leg lifting and holding there for 3. Keep tucking your tailbone, lifting your outer leg for 2. Exhale, right hand down. Split the knees, guys. Exhale, sitting down. Forehead down to the mat. And we'll meet here for fitness. So thanks everyone for your Friday night flow. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, crew, got the Where's Wally kit on again.